Well, is it a loophole or a legitimate excuse? That is the question as thousands across the nation try to use religion as an excuse for getting out of the COVID-19 vaccine. Joining me now to discuss the issue is Pastor Jackson Lahmeyer. He's the lead pastor of Sheridan Church in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Pastor K.W. Tullos. He's the president of the Baptist Ministers Conference. Thank you both for joining us today on BNC. Pastor Jackson, I'll start with you. Your church is offering a religious exemption form if people donate to your church to become an online member. How exactly does that work?
Well, that's not true. You know, the Washington Post, which is total trash, and you know that, I know that, everybody knows that. The Washington Post put out this story, complete and total falsehood. We have a religious exemption form that is on my campaign website, jacksonlahmeyer.com. You can go to jacksonlahmeyer.com and you can sign the no vaccine mandate petition. You see, this is not about a vaccine. This is about freedom. We're not anti-vaxxers. We're pro-freedom. And when former Vice President Joe Biden last week declared war on the American freedoms and the way of we have life, we put this petition together. Over 50,000 people have signed it.
So Pastor Jackson.
Form, no, I'm not.
Pastor Jackson, I want to make sure we get this clear because I want to give you the opportunity to clear things up. I don't want to bash people. I don't want to get into all that. I just want the facts. So I want you to. I'm not going to bash other media outlets. I'm not going to do all that. I want you to clarify.
But the Washington Post is total trash, and you know that. They're total trash. They have been, and they will continue to be.
I don't know that.
So we went through
what I
this
want
with
to
the
know
Washington
is,
Post. Oh,
Pastor,
you know that. Trust me.
I want you to tell me. Well, I'm not the Washington Post. I'm BNC. So tell me, is it true? Tell me about the form. That's what I want to know about.
It's totally free. So on my website, jacksonlahmeyer.com. Now you're like, I don't know how to spell Lahmeyer. That's okay. You can go to jacklaw.us, jacklaw.us. It'll redirect you to jacksonlahmeyer.com, and you can download that form totally 100% free. It's totally free.
Okay, but the form is free, but then the form is, and like I said, I want to clear this up. And Pastor KW, I know, hang in with me there because I want to make sure that I get this clear and correct. You download the form that is supposed that you're trying to use to say that you don't need the vaccine because of your religious beliefs. So you fill out the form, and then what happens? You use that form and you take it to
go to your pastor,
your employer. Okay, but how do you know then that that person really it's their religious belief? You go to so you take the form and you go to your pastor.
You go to your pastor. If your pastor doesn't have the courage or the integrity to sign that, we're providing the form on our website. We tell you to go to your pastor, and on the form, I don't know if you've seen the form, you should have. If you're going to do an interview, you should have done the research. The form, you fill out what's the reason that you do not believe you should be taking this particular vaccine. So you fill that out, and then you take it to your pastor. Your pastor signs it. You take it to your employer. That's how it works.
Okay, so again, I just want to make sure we're clarifying this. Pastor KW, hang on, because I want your input on this. But I want to let us hear your words. I believe our producers have pulled up where you talked about this form.
If your pastor is not willing to sign it, I will sign it for you. But in order for it to carry some weight, you would need to become a member of my church. A membership is defined of those who attend church or those who are with us online, and they financially support the ministry. So financial support could literally be just $1, whatever that looks like for an individual.
Okay, so here's where I want you to clarify, because that came from you. That wasn't from anything I read somewhere.
Absolutely.
That came
I did that
from
yesterday.
You.
That was yesterday.
And so I just want to clarify. And like I said, that I'm not coming at you. I want to be totally fair. But
you just played it. It's pretty clear.
Well, let me tell you how people are perceiving this. This is how some people are perceiving this. It sounds like, okay, I don't want to get the vaccine.
And produced an article.
I'm not the Washington Post. Let me finish. Honestly, I'm not here to attack you. I just want to clarify this. It sounds like to some people that, hey, I don't want to get the vaccine. I want a religious exemption. So all I have to do is go to this pastor and he's going to fill out the form, even though I don't go to that church. And I can literally go right now, become a member of your church, pay my donation, become a member of your church and get you to fill this out, and you don't know me, you don't know what my religious beliefs are. So how are you going to handle that if you have people coming to you who are doing this in a deceptive way? I'm not saying that you are. What if somebody's coming to you in a deceptive way and they don't really have the same religious beliefs, and they're using this, but you're not verifying it?
They're the ones filling it out. You can't verify. Listen, as a pastor, and the other pastors on here, you can tell this. People can say whatever they want. You have people in your churches who go to your churches for years that say they're a Christian. That doesn't mean they're a Christian. Okay, people say things. These individuals,
but because they're getting you're getting the incentive of them donating to your church. You're getting the incentive of them donating money to your church to become a member. But, okay, I'm going to let Pastor KW weigh in this. Pastor KW, you're a fellow pastor. What are your thoughts on this?
Let me just say, first of all, I'm happy to be here. And secondly, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a pastor. I'm not a politician. And as a pastor, I want to do what's best for my members. And I want my members to be able to make sure that we move forward in an ethical way. What I'm hearing here today is something, don't bring me your vaccine exemption, because I won't sign it as a pastor here, because there's too many people dying. They can bring it to me, I'll sign it. They can bring it to me. Too many people are dying. Too many people are in hospitals. Too many people are sick. And I believe that's very unethical of Pastor Jack.
I didn't ask you.
I'm going to let you respond. And I want you to respond to the viewers. Why do you understand why it seems unethical to some people?
No, not at all. Listen, we've had 50,000 people in less than 4 days do it, and we're helping people. That's what it's about. You talk about unethical. You're putting people in a position.
Well, why can't you do it for free then without making the donation? If you're doing this to help people, why does somebody have to donate to your church?
Listen, if you're so caught up on a dollar, that shows where your priorities are. Our membership has been defined for 70 years.
I'm not caught up on a dollar, but some people are on the streets and homeless.
Financial support is defined as a part of our membership. That has been 70 years. Our church has been around 70 years. That's just the way it is. That's the way our membership is defined. Every church is different. So
let me just say that,
and they can sign it.
Let me just say that at the end, again, when we look at the importance of this vaccination and how many within our community, especially in Tulsa, Oklahoma, here in Los Angeles, California, people are dying, people are sick. And we as pastors, I believe we have the moral obligation to really help encourage that God is the creator of science. He blesses us with doctors. He blesses us with vaccines. And it's very important if we want our churches to continue to move forward in the spirit of Christ, and if we want to continue to come together as a group of people, we must do whatever we can to get this vaccine. And for Pastor Jack in Tulsa, Oklahoma, to be using this as a political propaganda, I believe is very unethical to the good people of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Again, we have a responsibility to push and let individuals know the importance of this vaccine.
I'm going to let you respond. I really want the two of you to have this debate because, like I said, I'm not a pastor. I'm your average person, and average people.
I don't know who you are, and again, I don't know who you are. And, for you, I guess you're doing what you're doing to make headlines or to show where you stand. And I respect you for doing. I respect you for that. But if you're a person of the Bible, you will understand that the Bible.
People are losing their jobs.
Wait, I need one of you to talk. One of you's got to talk at a time.
This vaccine is full of SM-102. Graphene oxide, aborted fetal tissue. They don't want to put this in their body. That's their decision.
Okay, you don't know what's in that. You can't. If you have research to prove what's in it, you can say that.
Yes, we sure do. Time to free America.
Pastor, again, I am trying to just get the facts,
SM-102,
and I don't want to go off on a tangent.
Oxide. They derive from aborted fetal tissue. Okay, Christians don't want to put that in their bodies.
Pastor, I cannot move forward with you if you don't calm down.
SM-102, graphene oxide.
Pastor, this is why people get concerned about people who just go off the rails. I'm letting you both have your opportunity to speak.
Oh, we're not going off
So
the
I
rails.
just want you to speak one at a time. And again, we're talking about the form.
Yeah, it's quite
So once
obvious
again-
that Pastor Jack, it's quite obvious that he's more concerned about running for a political office than he is of caring for the people that he pastors and parish over. Again,
My people
you
are
know,
doing great.
at the end of the day, I believe so. Well, they'll probably do even better with good leadership. And at the end, we have to be more concerned about saving people's lives than our political campaigns or us making a headline where we can get in the newspaper. A lot of times people say things just to get in the newspaper. And again, I feel bad that I'm wasting a lot of my time with this character.
Okay, Pastor, I am, again, both of you, we're here to have a debate, a conversation, a discussion. There's no attacking anybody. I want to thank you both for joining us, and I hope that we can be productive moving forward. I hope you were able to understand that we want to make sure that our community is getting the information they need. So, gentlemen, thank you both.